After spending over a decade in the choral music space, our first artist decided it was time to spread her wings and explore a solo career. This would prove to be one of her best decisions, with her debut single earning her an Afri Music Song Contest award. Her name is Nonzwakazi, and she joins us now to tell us more about her musical journey as well as her debut single, Phakama Mbokodo. Nonzo, it's great to have you here in studio. Thank you so much for coming.
Thank you so much for having me. It's such an honor and I'm so excited to be here.
Lovely. Let's talk about when you first fell in love with music, or when you realized that you had this gift of music. What was happening in your life, and just describe to us the circumstances around the time.
Music for me was something that I started singing in church. Then the love grew from there, and then I ended up joining a school choir while I was still in primary school. I think that is where my teacher even spotted that there's something special about you. So the love just grew from there, being told that there's something special about you. I think that does something even to your confidence. So the love just grew from there. That is where I started being more invested in choral music. But as time went by, as I grew and I got to fly my wings and I got to visit other genres, and I fell in love with African popular music.
Absolutely.
And that is why I made a decision to, you know what, let me just focus on this music, because this is where I feel like I'm free. Yes.
Now, having done choral music for so long, I can imagine that, you get to a point where you're comfortable, you are familiar with the sound, you're familiar with the teachings, and exploring other genres can be intimidating sometimes. When you decided that you wanted to go into a solo career and that you wanted to follow a particular sound, what were some of the challenges that you faced, or was it just an easy process for you to just transition from one thing into the next?
I think when you are a person who is into choral music, I'd say it's an advantage to actually start in the choral music industry, because the vocal training there is sufficient enough to bring this amazing vocal ability that you never even knew that you had. So I think for me it was an advantage. I never experienced any challenges vocally. It's just a matter of understanding that, okay, today we're doing choral music, I'm gigging, I'm doing an opera scene, okay? In the next 2 weeks I'm doing jazz. So it's a matter of understanding the different types of voice textures that are needed.
Well, and don't downplay it. I think you've also got the gift of versatility. Not a lot of people can be dynamic in that sense.
It's a matter of understanding that, and the more you're in the industry, the more you get to grow and understand that you need to take care of your voice in such a matter that you're able to be versatile whenever you need it to be.
And any fears and challenges for you when you decided that, okay, I'm going solo? Tell us about just that process.
There were fears, but I had to conquer them. And the first step I did, I saw this competition called Afri Music, and I said to myself, let me enter this competition, because at that time I had not released the album. I had released a single, Phakama Mbokodo. And I said to myself, you know what, this can be a great platform just so I can test myself. And I entered this competition, and it was open to all countries in Africa, and I was representing South Africa.
Wow.
And me winning Afri Music was actually an affirmation to me, saying that, you know what, I can do this. I had to put my fears away. I do have challenges as a musician, but I face them head on, because Afri Music has actually given me the platform since I'm still in a working relationship with them. They took me to Israel to perform in front of a big crowd. So that to me says I do have this thing. See, the opportunities that are there are just way bigger than my challenges and fears. So that's the type of person I am.
I love the positive spirit.
I have such a positive spirit.
That's the way to go. Let's talk about Phakama Mbokodo. I mean, it's your debut single, and just from the title you can tell that there's a lot of strength and a lot of power behind what you've done with this project. So bring us into your own head and bring us into your own emotions in terms of your thoughts around the song, and why you wanted to release something that's got such a powerful message behind it.
Okay, Phakama Mbokodo was, I first released it as a single, and now that I've released the album, I also decided to title it Phakama Mbokodo. I decided to write the song because I wanted to write a song that is going to speak to women from all walks of life. When you listen to the song, it's very motivational. At the same time, it's very applauding of the things that are being done by women. In politics today, we are fighting for gender equality. So this song addresses all of those issues because I wanted to write a song that is going to celebrate the power of a woman and at the same time a plea to the world that women must be given the space because women are more than capable of doing things. So I wanted to write a song that is not a sad song about women, but I wanted to write a celebratory song.
And I think it's important, we don't hear enough of those positive messages coming through. Very quickly, where can people get the album?
The album is available on all digital platforms. It's available there. You can just search Nonzwakazi Phakama Mbokodo and you'll just get it there.
All right.
It has 10 songs and all of these songs are motivational and it's songs that I'm very proud of.
Oh, thank you so much for coming on the show. I can't wait to hear you perform later on and all the best with everything going forward.
Okay, thank you.
That's Nonzwakazi speaking to us about her musical journey as well as her latest project titled Phakama Mbokodo that is available across all digital platforms. Make sure that you get your copy. And yeah, it's just been a lovely discussion. I love how positive she is, especially about spreading good news about women.